Along Estonia's border with Russia, authorities are extending a new border fence and building anti-tank ditches and bunkers in preparation for a potential conflict between NATO and Russia. According to Associated Press, but those defenses won't stop the immediate threat the alliance faces from drones and electronic warfare. From the Baltic to the Black Sea, countries bordering Russia, Belarus and Ukraine are facing the spillover of Moscow's war in Ukraine. The incursion of around 20 Russian drones into Poland shone a spotlight on holes in the NATO alliance's air defenses. Multi-million-dollar jets scrambled to respond to $1,000 drones which crashed into the Polish countryside. Faced with a growing problem, defense ministers from the EU's eastern border will meet on Friday for talks to create a drone wall along the bloc's eastern flank. But while officials say the alliance knows how to identify missile threats, dealing with drones is a greater challenge. In Poland, most of the drones were not detected, said Hanno Pevkur, Estonia's Minister of Defense. This is a real gap we have to solve. Military and defense officials from Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania, NATO's Baltic front line with Russia, told that defending against drones requires solving a complex set of technological, financial and bureaucratic problems. Top European officials are increasingly backing the idea of a drone wall along the European Union's eastern border despite a joint proposal from Estonia and Lithuania being denied EU funding in March. Drones are not mosquitoes, Pevkur said, suggesting they are unlikely to be zapped by an electronic wall on NATO's borders. There are many different types of drone: intelligence and reconnaissance, high-altitude and attack drones, as well as fiber-optic drones which are connected to an operator via a thin cable and impossible to jam. Fighting against these drones needs to have a very complex approach, he added.
Drones are not mosquitoes, so you cannot have an electronic wall where you can stop the mosquitoes. So drones are very sophisticated. We have different type of drones. We have intelligence drones, we have reconnaissance drones, you have multi-rotor drones, you have drones like Shaheds, you have drones like Reaper type, very high altitude. So everything is drones. So this is why we have to understand that fighting against these drones needs to have also the very complex approach.
As much as possible, we are putting some clash war materials like dragon teeth, concertina wire, concrete blocks, already as close as possible to the correct positions. Because as you know, in Estonia, most of the lands are not owned by us, so that's why it's very tricky to do it in peacetime.
Secondly, when we talk about the lower altitude detection capabilities, then definitely all the NATO countries have gaps there. We've seen that also in the Polish incident. Most of the drones were not detected, and this is a real gap we have to solve. And this is why we have already signed some contracts And this is why we are also planning additional measures, because it has to be anyway multi-layered and integrated system with acoustical sensors, with low altitude radars, with high altitude radars. So it's a complex of measures.
French President Emmanuel Macron's car was stopped by the police in New York on Monday as the city's traffic was blocked for President Donald Trump's convoy. Video footage shared in social media shows Macron making a phone call to Trump after he was stopped and joking with him, asking him to clear the way. "Imagine, I'm waiting outside now because everything is blocked because of you," Macron told Trump. The police officer apologizes to Macron several times, but explains that all traffic is blocked. Macron then had to walk to the French embassy. The world leaders convened in New York on Monday to attend the 80th session of the UN General Assembly. During the high-level summit, Macron announced that France recognizes the state of Palestine.
I'm sorry, President, I'm really sorry. It's just that everything's frozen right now. There's a border gate coming right now. I'm sorry.
If you don't see it, let me cross. How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting in the street because everything is frozen for you. Are we ready for a while? Oh, look.
Look at the picture. So President does have some extra.
Non, c'est bon,
Look at me, look at me. Voilà.
Thank you. Take care. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.